Welcome to Energy is Currency podcast, hosted by myself, Alexis Williams, MBA business consultant, hair loss practitioner, 250-hour yogi. I am your official person in need. What you need me to do, baby? I got you. So, welcome back to my podcast. It has been so dope creating a new environment to talk about business and to encourage people and to connect with so many of my favorite entrepreneurs, right? And I just want to invite you in. Come on in, get settled, check your breathing. Are you taking deep inhales, deep exhales? Let it go. Clear your mind. Let's get into this energy, okay? So I just have two things I want to talk to you about today. One is personal, one is professional. So cool. We're just gonna we're gonna be frank. Cool? So the first thing, like I said, is personal. I wanna talk to you guys about your fears and how our fears have such an impact on us as people, as whatever title you wanna use, whether it's a mother, father, sister, brother, CEO, accountant, administrative assistant, whoever you are. There's a lot of fear attached to a lot of the things that we do. And sometimes fear can be so paralyzing. One of my favorite people calls it analysis paralysis, where you are going over a thought so much and going over your fears so much, and you're in your head thinking so deep, so hard, that it freezes you from inaction. It freezes you out of action. It stops you in your tracks. You are paralyzed by your thoughts alone, right? So this is how you get through that. It's a really simple recipe. I think Nike may have been giving us hints on what to do. The only way to move through your fears is to do it. Do whatever it is that you're scared of. Do whatever it is that you're fearful of or nervous about or uncomfortable with. If it is in your line or your eyesight for growth, if it's in your path to help you develop in a specific way, do it. For goodness sakes, do it. Stop pussyfooting. Stop coming up with other things to do instead. I know I talked about having a process. Don't use your process to supplement your fear. Use your process to work through and build creativity, to obliterate, to kill your fear, to obliterate it to smithereens, right? That's so funny. But my goal is this. Use your body and your life to help dispel your fears and your myth. Use your experiences to help bust those thoughts of you can't do it. Well, I've done other things. Use your community, your support system to help dispel your fears. You know what? My friends did it and they didn't die. I've seen other people do this and they didn't die. I've seen this person start a business and that didn't kill them, So allow some of the resources and examples within yourself and around you to help you dispel that thought process. And then you have to get honest with yourself. We're all winning at something in life. There's a book called How to Go Unfuck Yourself. Pardon my language, I didn't write the book. But it's called How to Go Unfuck Yourself. And it's a really just fun, powerful, easy book, right? And in one of the chapters, it highlights this conversation of we're all winning at something. We're all winning at something. Whether it is, naturally, if you wake up, you won at waking up. I did it, because a lot of people didn't. Catch that. If you won at waking up, you have to understand that some people did not. Moving on. So, the things that we're winning at are the things we'll continue doing. So if you're constantly winning at being a victim, being scared into inaction, if you're winning at not accomplishing your goals, if you're winning at mediocrity, if you are winning at mediocrity, you have to decide, do I want to win at more? Do I want to win at a different level than what I've already won at? Do I want to move at a more refined level than what I was moving at? Do I want to experience more peace, more freedom, more financial stability than what I was doing before? Because whatever you want to win at more is what you're going to work towards. But if you're winning at the basics and all you want to win at is at the basics, then okay, cool. You got it, champ. But if you want more out of life, if you want more out of life, you gotta do the work. This circles back to my Nike speech. You just do it. Do the things that need to be done. Clean the house, do the laundry, write the papers, turn in the papers on time. Listen, procrastination is a demon on my shoulders. I get it. Then that's because I win even when I procrastinate. I still get it done and I put very little effort into it. I'm winning at that level of development. Now, what I would like to do is win at being proactive. Win at being so set up and ready for myself that when the opportunity falls in my lap, that's all that needs to happen. It just needs to fall in my lap because everything else is ready. That's what I want to win at. So what do I need to do? Move differently. Do differently. I need to wake up earlier. I need to continue reading more books. Fill my mind with knowledge, resources, words, articulation for the experience I'm trying to create. I need to eat right. I need to drink water. I need to exercise. I need to do those things that have me functioning at 100% before I bring pen to paper. Because that's how I win. I need to do the things, the extra steps. I need to check the font to make sure they're consistent with the things I'm writing. I need to make sure that the edits are out on time, that I'm delegating responsibilities. That's how you win at the level you want to be at, is by doing all the things. Now, it may take time. For sure, anything and everything worth happening is gonna take some time, flat out. I'm not selling you an overnight dream. That's not how I roll. But I can guarantee you that if you do the work, you take your time doing the work, you keep refining your process, you learn from your mistakes, you learn from your peers, you continue investing into yourself and your business, you'll get whatever it is that you want. You will win at your desires. You just have to decide what you want to win at more. Because I'm not going to lie, some days I want to win at waking up at 5 a.m. and hitting the ground running and being the best entrepreneur ever, right? And I do. I win at those things. I'm a champion there. And also, there are days when I just want to lay out. I want to win at sleeping till 10 a.m. I want to win at snuggling for an extra hour with my cat and watching cartoons or documentaries. I want to win at nothing some days. And that's okay. Allow yourself the duality of winning by pushing and winning by receiving. It's okay. All I'm trying to tell you to do is to do that shit. That's it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. So now that has been taken off my chest, feels so much better. The accountability from me needing to say it to you has happened. Boom, I'm straight with God. The next thing I want to talk to you about is some ideas to keep in mind when building your business or when thinking about like your products and services and whatnot, right? Because I'm going to be honest with you. The wheel has already been invented. The type of innovation that will feel innovative to us is not on our radar yet. So with all that being said, there are plenty of examples and competitors and opportunities and experiences for you to draw in to help you establish the type of business or lifestyle that you're looking for. Now, specifically in business, I want to talk about market positioning. And we got to break that down a little bit. First, what is the market, right? So I know people hear marketing all the time. Majority of my degrees are in marketing. So I'm very familiar with the phrase. But the phrase itself has such an evolution. Literally, the marketplace used to be the literal plot of land where all of the farmers and producers and sellers would come and sell their goods all in one place. You have seen this in every historical movie, storybook anything where you see a general group of people. Okay, I would even say think Aladdin and the marketplace where he would come in and steal the fruits and the veggies and the jewels and stuff and run off. It was so cute. It was such a cute marketplace. I would even say think about Madam C.J. Walker's television show on Netflix, which I was a little offended by because they didn't pump up Annie Malone, which is a St. Louis entrepreneur philanthropist. But at least I got my plug in. Think about the marketplace that Madam C.J. Walker was in. It was a little just physical place where everybody came to sell their goods. And she would bring her tins of product and she would just yell out into the marketplace and draw attention to herself. And have people come to her, hey, I'll give you this, I'll give it to you for that. The haggling experience took place. The selling experience took place all in the market. 200 years later, 100 plus years later, eons later, our marketplace is digital. Your marketplace can be on your phone. It can be from your laptop. It can be anywhere. The marketplace now is a place where you and your competitors are all coming to find your consumers. Now, we're past the days of just being able to outshout one another. And considerable resources and opportunities have been created to build the marketing experience and help businesses expand their reach, expand their visibility, expand the sound of their voice, right? What are you doing to make your voice heard in the marketplace? What are you doing to draw attention to your products and services? One post on social media a month is not enough. One Facebook post is not enough. One marketing event is not enough. Because guess what? We're dealing with a marketplace that has millions, billions of people in it. Everybody can't reach you with just one post. So, I say all of that to say, build your marketing around where you fit inside of the marketplace. Because like I said, the dynamics have shifted. You have major conglomerates that buy up thousands of hours of media time and have a considerable financial media reach to get their products and services known to masses. So you have to figure out what you're doing and where you're going, right? But there's another way to look at this. Now we're talking about market positioning. Where do you fit in the market? Because if you don't know where you fit, you don't know what kind of voice you need to have. You don't know what kind of audience reach you need to create. If you don't know where you're going to fit or where you want to fit, how will you fit? Okay? So, we break down market positioning into a few different ways, right? You have your low-cost providers, think Walmart. You have your high-cost providers, think Louis Vuitton. Okay. Then you have your value-based sellers. So these are the ones that's going to try and match you a nice price with a nice experience. Think your Nordstrom, maybe Nordstrom Rack. Okay. And then you have your highest value, your highest experience, your super amplified volume experience. That's when you get back up to your Louis Vuitton, your Fendi, your Gucci, the value associated with these products. I would even think like diamond jewelers, expensive car dealers, your Mercedes, your whatever. Listen, you pick whatever label you think you fit in there, right? Okay, cool. So now you have to figure out, who do I market myself similarly to? I'm gonna be frank. I don't do any of my business like Walmart. I'm not here to give you the lowest prices. I'm not here to give you the cheapest customer service. I'm not here to give you so many options and disarray that you may not know. You may not come out with what you want, right? That's not how I move. So I wouldn't put myself in the same category as like a Walmart. In the same breath, I am not yet charging the services or experiences that you're getting at Mercedes-Benz. I'm not. Or at a diamond jeweler. I'm not. And that's okay. I'm honest. I'm transparent for a reason. So my price point and my market positioning falls somewhere in between, where I'm giving you the best price I can for the best experience that I can. 9 times out of 10, a lot of people are looking for that. And this is an assumption. Do your own research. I know this is what my customer base is looking for, because I've spent years researching what my customers want. Researching the salons around me and the businesses around me that offer similar products and services. I've used my degree to help me understand my market positioning. So this is me giving you free game to help you start getting that wheel turning of where you want to be in your market. And this can be in the beauty industry, automotive, diamonds, jewelry, champagne. You can do whatever you want, right? Because in every product or service, okay, let's take champagne. One of my favorite, champagne makes me happy, clearly. Just the cork sound, it gets fizzy, okay? So, you think about the expensive champagnes. You think about my spirit father, Jay-Z, and how he has helped redefine the champagne industry. So Jay-Z, as you know, if you've been following him for as long as I have, my boy used to talk about Ace of Spades my boy used to talk about Cristal all the time. You know, Puff was in a boat, you know, spilling low. I was on my speedboat, you know. Cristal on my speedboat, right? That was from one of his old songs, whatever. But anyway, the point was, for a while, he endorsed Cristal. And Cristal is a very old champagne brand. It's an old wine brand, it's an old liquor brand, whatever. They weren't comfortable with their new audience of rich black men who were drinking their champagne, drinking their products without the company's approval, right? But the money had been spent, right? So I don't see what the issue is. But you got businesses get to choose who they want their target audience to be as well. And it wasn't black men like Jay-Z at the time. So what? And also, congratulations, you played yourself, because Jay-Z took their nasty disposition, called them out for being racist, switched over to another brand, Ace of Spades, bought it up, turned it into his own, and recently allowed that business to be also purchased by another major brand. I feel like it was Louis Vuitton, the LVMH brand, the Louis Vuitton Maison House type thing. I can't think of it right now, so we're not gonna judge me on that. My point is this: Jay-Z took an item that was overpriced, transferred to another item that was equally overpriced, but now he had ownership, and he decided where he wanted to be positioned in his market. Instead of viewing himself as a consumer, he started viewing himself as a producer, and said, okay, cool, so you don't want to produce expensive champagne for rich black men? Fine, don't worry about it. Go home, check on the kids. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make sure that rich people have the best champagne in the world. And my boy did exactly that. All I'm telling you to do is figure out where you stand in your market from a production or a consumption standpoint. If this is your favorite store to shop in, why not pick up some of the favorite things that you like about them and draw them into your business or your experience? And count, on the contrary, if there are things that you see in your business and other businesses that you hate, use that as an example of what not to do in your business and operate accordingly. So take this time, do your research, figure out where your clients shop, where does your customer base shop, why do they shop there? People know Target is overpriced. It is. It's the same goods and services that you can get at CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, Rite Aid, the grocery store, whatever. They're not selling anything so phenomenal or exclusive that you can only shop at Target. What they did figure out is that if we have a consistent environment, consistent customer service, consistent pricing, amazing visuals inside of our store, we're connecting with brands and products for people of color, we are addressing men, we are doing as much as we can to address our customer base, they'll continue to come back to us because of the loyalty we create to them, and therefore they create to us. That's what happens when you mind the business that pays you. Target said, I don't want to be a low-cost provider like Walmart. Way too much goes down at Walmart. No, thank you. We're not going to have those issues there. And, honestly, the things that you see recorded at Walmart are not always the things that you see recorded at Target. I can assume that there are a lot less fights at Target than there are at Walmart. That's just my opinion. You do your research. But understand that where you position yourself in the market, you're either going to look like your competitors or you won't. I can tell you one thing. If you're staying at home, doing nothing, winning at mediocrity, no one is going to care where you are in the market. The person who has to care the most is you. The person who has to work the most until they can scale out and have other people working for them is also you. So take some time. Get comfortable with yourself. Think about where it is you want to be with your business, how you want to do these things, and don't put any pressure on yourself. Allow this research to help you build your price point. Allow this research to help you build your hours, your operations, your procedures of engagement. How are you interacting with people? Can you duplicate that experience? I just got mad all over again. Sorry that I gotta switch gears. And I'm only gonna stay here for just a second. To all of my people who are building small businesses, please, for the love of God, get an employee handbook. Get a company manual. Make this for yourself. You have to be able to duplicate your experience. You have to be able to, you need enough awareness to see your experience from the top down that you can write it down. What are you doing to make money? Because if you expect to scale, you need to be able to transfer this knowledge from yourself to someone else, to your right-hand man, your assistant, your VA, whoever it is. You need to be able to transfer your thoughts over. Your actions need to be able to be duplicated. Therefore, you are going to need a manual that will highlight all of your legal processes, your hiring, your firing, your activity, and your standard operating procedures. Understand what you do and why you do it, because guess what? When you can articulate that, guess what happens? You refine your process, you can scale your business, and you can really build profits. And in some cases, like one of my mentors, she's doubling her businesses physically. She started out in one location, moved to another, and is opening 3 more. Shout out Dr. Papa, because she was able to duplicate her experience. She ran her business like a corporation. I know people want to enjoy the idea of being a small business, and it's just me, and it's so unique, and I'm so special. But if you can't do the same thing twice, what are you doing? If you can't duplicate it with expected results, what are you doing? You can't translate this information to anybody. What are you doing? You're making it up as you go. You're winning at mediocrity. So, if you need help with your employee handbooks, tell me. Come to my websites. Go to Blush Biz Online and figure out what you don't know. Set up a consultation with me. I am not here on this podcast to give you all these free gems for you to go play yourself when you close your phone. I'm not. I'm not going to waste your time, and you're not going to waste mine. We're coming together to build for a reason. Get strategized, organized, duplicate your process, and build. That's it. Okay. So I'm all done. Woosah. I got that off my chest. I'm not angry at anybody. No shade, no drama. But I say all of these things because in business we need to be empowered mentally and physically to get to the task. We need to be able to think and understand where we are and how we're doing things and why we're doing what we're doing inside of our business. And we need to be able to duplicate our process in order to grow. These 3 things that I talked about today are essential to your growth. Understand where your market positioning is. Figure it out. Go do your research. The cool thing about it is the more research you do about yourself and your business, the less fear you'll have because you'll see other people have been doing it. And you can learn from their mistakes or piggyback off of their success. It's all good. you wouldn't be the first person to do it. And then duplicating your business, obviously they were able to duplicate it. If you go duplicate it, so you see it's happening, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Have a good time enjoying your business. This is not some big daunting experience that's going to ruin your life. Could actually be the one thing that you need. So I really want you to address this the right way, intentionally, with awareness, with action. Do it. So I leave you with all of that. I feel like I said 10 trillion words in the last 15 minutes or so. Whatever. I hope you caught a gem. You can watch this podcast over and over and over until all of this stuff seeps into your spirit. It's available on YouTube. Look up Blush Biz MGMT. Subscribe to my page. That'll let you know where I'm at. You can listen to it on any streaming platform, from Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, Stitcher, Breaker. I mean, there's so many different ways. Player FM. There's so many ways to listen to this podcast. Figure out what works best for you. Share it with your business bestie. Share it with your friend who always talks about wanting to start a business but hasn't. They need to hear this shit. And check back in with me. If there are things you want to talk about, things you need to learn about, things you want to hear, you want advice on, send me a DM. You can catch me on Energy is Currency Pod on Instagram or Facebook. And I'm mba.lexi.show on Instagram as well. Hit a play up. Tell me where your thoughts are. If you love my show, tell me. If you hate my show, tell me. But do it in a way that won't get you cursed out. And have a good day, y'all. That's all I got to say. Have a great day. Create great energy. Get big profits. And mind your business personally and professionally. This is Lexi signing off. Have a great day. Bye.